welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. World Liberty Financial, the cryptocurrency company backed by US President Donald Trump and his family, has reported that the United Arab Emirates-based company purchased $100 million worth of platform's governance token WLFI. In a Thursday notice, World Liberty and Aqua One Foundation, self-described as a Web3 native fund, said the $100 million deal was intended to help accelerate the creation of a blockchain-powered financial ecosystem centered on blockchain development, real-world asset tokenization, and stablecoin integration, aiming to set new benchmarks for global capital efficiency. While the purchase makes Aqua One a bigger WLFI token holder than Tron founder Justin Sun, who invested $30 million in the project in November. Bakkt Holdings has filed to raise up to $1 billion with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. This is following the June 2025 update of Bakkt that will enable it to invest directly in Bitcoin and other crypto assets. The funds can be spent on buying Bitcoin, crypto treasury plans, or any other corporate needs. At the current Bitcoin price of $106,800, a full $1 billion investment would get Bakkt around 9,364 BTC. Now that would place the company just ahead of Coinbase, making it one of the top 10 public firms holding Bitcoin, joining giants like Strategy, Marathon Digital, and Tesla. Bitwise has amended its proposed DogeCoin and Aptos ETF to include in-kind redemptions, according to filings on Thursday. The updates come as discussions around altcoin ETFs and redemption structures gain traction with US regulators. In-kind redemptions allow investors to exchange ETF shares directly for the underlying tokens, and the mechanism is considered more tax efficient and can appeal to all types of investors, from institutional to retail. In February, the SEC sought comments on a proposal to allow in-kind creations and redemption for spot Bitcoin and Ether ETFs. During a panel at the Bitcoin Policy Institute on Wednesday, SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce said in-kind redemptions for crypto ETFs are on the horizon. US Senator Tim Scott, chair of the Senate Banking Committee, said the chamber would be aiming to pass legislation for digital asset market structure before the end of September. In a Thursday fireside chat with Wyoming Senator Cynthia Lummis and White House crypto advisor Bo Hines, Scott said for the market to function completely, Congress would need to move forward with legislation for market structures and stablecoins. Lummis said at the Bitcoin Policy Summit on Wednesday that she would be extremely disappointed if the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for US Stablecoins or GENIUS Act and legislation for digital asset market structure did not pass before 2026. Grayscale Research has released its updated top 20 altcoins list for Q3 2025, introducing Avalanche and Morpho while removing Lido, DAO, and Optimism. Now, the changes reflect evolving market conditions and project specific developments. AVAX replaced OP despite both being smart contract platforms due to Avalanche's recent surge in on-chain activity and partnerships, while Optimism saw a 54% drop in ETH reserves. Morpho was added from the strong-performing financial sector, bolstered by launch of Morpho V2 targeting traditional finance. Grayscale warned all tokens remain highly volatile despite their inclusion on the list. Mining and treasury company Vinanz Limited has increased its holdings to just over 65 Bitcoin following the new purchase this week. The company acquired a further 5.85 Bitcoin for roughly $631,000, paying an average price of $107,863 per coin. This latest transaction forms part of Vinanz's ongoing strategy to build a treasury of Bitcoin alongside its mining operations in the United States and Canada. The group now holds 65.03 Bitcoin in total at an average purchase price of just over $98,200. Now that compares with the current market price of around $106,000, worth around $7 million, putting the company's holdings slightly in profit on paper. Galaxy Digital has closed a $175 million venture fund, its first with outside capital, as the company ramps up plans to invest in early-stage crypto startups. The fund, which exceeded its $150 million target, marks the first time Galaxy has accepted outside capital. Until now, the company had relied solely on its own balance sheet for venture investments, according to a Thursday press release. The fund targets high-growth sectors such as stablecoins, tokenization, and payments, as well as the software layers that support them. The new fund attracted a broad range of backers, including institutions, family offices, and digital asset firms. India is finally planning to put out its much-awaited crypto discussion paper by July. Sources say that the focus will likely be on stablecoins, especially how they could make remittances cheaper and faster. But the paper won't take a clear position on how the country plans to regulate the wider crypto space just yet. The paper, being prepared by a working group led by Department of Economic Affairs, is expected to include key use cases and take cues from the recent US legislation on stablecoins. However, it will remain largely neutral, aiming to initiate consultations across ministries, regulators, industry stakeholders, and the public. The crypto mining firm Bit Digital officially marks its departure from Bitcoin mining and towards Ethereum staking by issuing $150 million shares in a public offering to buy more ETH. According to the company's statement, the funds generated from the public offering will be used to buy Ethereum in order to accelerate building an ETH treasury. The company describes itself as a digital asset platform focused on Ethereum native treasury and staking strategies. After the news broke indicating that it would be formally ditching Bitcoin in favor of Ethereum, the Bit Digital stock BTBT plummeted by 15.32% upon the latest closing price, and the BTBT stock is currently valued at $1.99 in the market, according to Yahoo Finance. 1 year after unsuccessfully trying to purchase co-scientific cloud and AI infrastructure firm Cboe is again in talks with a Bitcoin miner, according to the Wall Street Journal. Exact terms have not been discussed, but a deal could be finalized in coming weeks, according to the story. Roughly 1 year ago, Cboe tried to acquire CORZ for $5.75 per share, or about $1 billion. Up 25% today on this news, CORZ is currently trading above $15 per share. Among other miners moving higher, though not nearly the magnitude of CORZ, are Hut 8, Iron, and Cypher mining. That's all in the bulletin today. Keep watching 3.0 for more such updates, and do log on to our website www.3voicetv.io or scan the QR code.